Have you ever wondered where that sudden flash of inspiration comes from? That moment when a brilliant idea just pops into your head? It feels like magic, but it's actually pure science. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of your brain to uncover the neuroscience of creativity. Let's unlock the secrets to becoming more creative, starting right now. First, let's bust a huge myth. Creativity isn't just for artists, musicians, or writers. And it's definitely not something you're just born with or without. Every single one of us has the capacity for creativity. It's a fundamental human skill. Whether you're solving a complex problem at work, figuring out a new recipe, or even telling a compelling story to your friends, you're using your creative brain. The real question is, how does it work? For a long time, people believed in the right brain, left brain theory, that the logical left brain was for math and language, and the creative right brain was for art and imagination. But modern neuroscience tells us a much more interesting story. Creativity isn't confined to one hemisphere. Instead, it's a whole brain process, a complex dance between different neural networks. Let's meet the three key players in this dance. First up is the executive attention network. Think of this as the CEO of your brain. It's responsible for focus, managing your attention, and making deliberate decisions. When you're laser focused on a task, like editing a photo or meticulously planning a project, this network is in charge. It helps you zero in on the details and execute your plans with precision. Next, we have the imagination network, also known as the default mode network. This is your brain's daydreaming hub. It lights up when your mind wanders, when you're in the shower, on a long walk, or just staring out the window. This network is where you connect seemingly unrelated ideas, imagine future possibilities, and reflect on past experiences. It's the source of those spontaneous, out-of-the-blue ideas. And finally, there's the salience network. This is the brain's gatekeeper or filter. It constantly monitors your internal thoughts and the external world, deciding what's important enough to deserve your conscious attention. When the imagination network generates a dozen random ideas, the salience network is what notices that one special idea, that aha moment, and flags it for your focused executive attention network to explore further. So, the creative process is a dynamic interplay between these three networks. You start by focusing on a problem using your executive attention network. Then you let go. You take a break, go for a run, or do something completely different. This allows your imagination network to take over, making novel connections in the background. Suddenly, the salience network spots a promising link and alerts you. That's your aha moment. Finally, you switch back to your executive attention network to refine, develop, and implement that brilliant new idea. It's like a conversation inside your head. The focused mind proposes a question, the wandering mind explores the possibilities, and the watchful mind identifies the solution. This is why so many great thinkers, from Archimedes in his bathtub to Newton under the apple tree, had their breakthroughs when they were relaxing, not when they were forcing it. So, how can we use this knowledge to boost our own creativity? The key is to intentionally manage these brain states. We need to create habits that nurture all three networks. Let's talk about some practical strategies. First, cultivate your focus. To get your executive attention network in shape, you need to practice deep work. Set aside dedicated, distraction-free blocks of time. Put your phone on silent, close those extra browser tabs, and fully immerse yourself in a single task. This trains your brain to concentrate, which is the essential first step for gathering the raw materials for creativity. Think of it as loading your brain with information about the problem you want to solve. Next, and this is crucial, you need to embrace boredom and allow your mind to wander. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly filling every spare moment with stimulation. Waiting in line? Scroll through social media? Commuting? Listen to a podcast? But this constant input robs our imagination network of the downtime it needs to work its magic. So, schedule time for intentional mind wandering. Go for a walk without your headphones. Sit quietly with a cup of tea. Take a long shower, let your thoughts drift. It might feel unproductive, but this is where the magic happens. This is where your brain connects the dots in unexpected ways. Third, feed your brain with new and diverse experiences. Creativity is all about making novel connections between existing ideas. The more diverse your mental library, the more interesting connections you can make. Read books on subjects you know nothing about. Visit a new neighborhood. Talk to people with different perspectives. Try a new hobby. Every new experience, every new piece of information, is another potential building block for your next great idea. It's like giving your imagination network more and better toys to play with. Fourth, pay attention to your insights. Your salience network is great at spotting good ideas, but only if you're listening. When you get a sudden idea, don't just dismiss it. Capture it immediately. Keep a notebook, use a notes app on your phone, or send yourself a voice memo. It doesn't matter how you do it, just get it out of your head and onto paper. Most of these ideas might not lead anywhere, but some will be pure gold. The act of capturing them trains your brain to recognize and value these creative flashes. Let's also talk about the role of mood and emotion. Research shows that a positive mood can significantly broaden your attention and thought processes, making you more open to new ideas. This is why having fun, laughing, and playing are not just frivolous activities. They are powerful creativity boosters, so make time for things that bring you joy. Play a game, watch a funny movie, or spend time with people who make you laugh. A happy brain is a more creative brain. On the flip side, what kills creativity? Stress and fear. When you're stressed, your brain enters a state of high alert, narrowing your focus to just the immediate threat. This is the opposite of the open, exploratory state needed for creativity. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. These are creativity's worst enemies. They shut down your imagination network and prevent you from taking risks. The solution? Create a psychologically safe space for yourself. Give yourself permission to experiment, to make mistakes, and to create things that are just okay. Not every idea has to be a masterpiece. The goal is to keep the creative engine running. Let's recap the process. You focus intensely on a problem, executive attention. Then you step away and let your mind wander, imagination. Your brain's filter spots a potential solution, salience. And then you switch back to focus to bring that idea to life, executive attention again. By understanding this brain-based cycle, you can stop waiting for inspiration to strike and start creating the conditions for it to happen on demand. Creativity is a skill, and like any skill, it gets stronger with practice. By deliberately engaging in periods of focused work, embracing mind wandering, seeking out new experiences, and capturing your ideas, you are literally rewiring your brain to be more creative. You are strengthening the connections between the key neural networks involved in the creative process. So your challenge for this week is this: schedule at least 15 minutes a day for intentional mind wandering. No phone, no music, no podcasts. Just you and your thoughts. Go for a walk, sit in a park, or just stare out the window. See what ideas pop up, and don't forget to write them down. Understanding the neuroscience behind creativity demystifies it. It's not a magical gift for the chosen few. It's a natural function of the human brain that anyone can cultivate. By working with your brain's natural rhythms, instead of against them, you can unlock a wellspring of creativity you never knew you had. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the creative brain. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into how your brain works. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What is your favorite way to spark your creativity? Until next time, stay curious.